Good morning everyone, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Sunday. Good morning. The sun is shining. It's really lovely and warm. Another beautiful spring day in Rochester, Kent. Brilliant sunshine. It's lovely and warm. It's a lovely day to attend to my plants on the balcony. I've got like a little load of plant pots with greenery. I should start thinking about getting a hanging basket with begonias or something like that, and some planting my sunflower seeds at some point. It's nice. I don't even have to sit on the balcony. I can sit on my sofa, look out the balcony window, and look at my plants. Hello, Harry. Harry's come to say hello. Comes Max. Hello. Hello. Good morning, everyone. Alexa, good morning.
Good morning, and a happy birthday to Barbie. The doll first went on sale on this day in 1959, and has made it into millions of Mojo Dojo Casa houses since.
Alexa, what's the time, please? Alexa, the time?
Good morning, Crystal. The time is 8:31 a.m.
Alexa, what's the date today?
Today is Sunday, the 9th of March.
Alexa, what's the weather outlook?
Right now in Rochester, it's 6 degrees Celsius with clear skies and sun. Today's forecast has hazy sunshine, with a high of 16 degrees and a low of 3 degrees.
Alexa, can you tell me a joke?
How did Thomas Edison invent the light bulb? He got a bright idea.
Alexa, who was born on this day?
Celebrities born on the 9th of March include Bobby Fischer, Dennis Rader, Kimberly Guilfoyle, Yuri Gagarin, and Oscar Isaac.
Alexa, who was Yuri Gagarin?
According to Wikipedia, Yuri Alexeyevich Gagarin was a Soviet pilot and cosmonaut who, aboard the first successful crewed spaceflight, became the first person to journey into outer space.
He is the same age as me. Alexa, how old is Yuri Gagarin?
Yuri Gagarin died on the 27th of March 1968 at the age of 34.
Well, he would have been the same age as me. He died wow. Alexa, how did Yuri Gagarin die?
Yuri Gagarin died on the 27th of March 1968 at the age of 34 due to plane crash.
Plane crash. Wow. He died in a plane crash. That's ironic, isn't it? Well, good morning, everybody. Sorry, you can get down for a bit now. There's a good boy. Oh, there you go. Just need to have a sip of coffee before I carry on. So yesterday I spent most of the day indoors. I take my dog out for a walk. I make sure I get fresh air, because it's when you're on your own, you can get, depressed, the wrong way of thinking. So I keep my mind focused on doing something, even if it's something tiny, because I do suffer from depression and I do suffer from overthinking. So basically I will do some washing up. I'll tackle something I don't want to do, and I won't sit there and ruminate on thoughts that are no good for me. I don't. Another thing I used to do at my old flat was stare out the window and watch what other people were doing, and I'd get all myself het up. Now I don't look out the window and watch what people are doing. I just get on with what I've got to do in my life, and that's it. And I told you I've used to suffer from, I wouldn't say as bad as a bad temper as my dad. My dad was awful. He used to get violent. I suffer from getting cross over stupid little things that aren't worth getting cross over, and people would used to laugh at me because I didn't come across as dangerous. I think people find it funny when I get cross, they start laughing, so that's not nice, is it, anyway, because it winds you up even more. So I just stand back from things and go somewhere else, do something else, and stay away from what's annoying me. Calming down rather than getting angry, because it's no good for you. So Sundays, there's not a lot to do on a Sunday. The weather's nice. Obviously I'm going to go for a walk with my dog, the same that I've done for the past 3 years. It's a lovely area. It is. It's lovely to look at the riverside, the boats, the scenery. You've got the cathedral, which is a lovely historic place to visit. You've got the castle, which I've been up, and that's extremely old, and it's lovely architecture around here. It's a wonderful place. The weed for me is spoiling it, the weed smoking. 2 or 3 days I've gone downstairs, and I believe it's done to stop me going outside, because if you watch other people's gang stalking videos, they will tell you about smells. The smells, someone would drive up, they'd be outside, happy, doing their own thing, a car would drive up, and someone would get out with a very, very potent cigarette, a cigar, or their exhaust car fumes are stinky and make you feel sick, and you have to go home. Because a gang stalkers, as any kind of stalker, doesn't want you outside mixing with people or telling your story to anyone. So basically, as soon as you're outside, they're trying to get you back inside where you're not going to speak to anybody, and that happens to me frequently. On various occasions when I was talking to people off of dating sites, where are you, where are you going, you're not going outside like that, are you, you're not dressed like that, are you, which is none of their business. They don't want to go out with me, they don't want to take me out, they're just stalking me online and not interested. So last night, 10 to 7, I get ready to take Max out for a walk, and it's dark outside and it can be daunting. There's people hanging around in the dark, there's people smoking weed, there's people just dawdling around, standing in the dark. One person, hooded, opened a can behind my back, and I'd done a video yesterday afternoon opening a can of Pepsi, but I wasn't near anybody. I was just opening a can of Pepsi Cola. Maybe they should start making cans without these ring pulls if people are going to use them as weapons and to intimidate people. A can of drink. Walked onto the field, and it was just completely no one on there, and I was videotaping. Sometimes I'm listening to music on YouTube just to keep me company whilst I'm walking on the field on my own. A lot of people do that. And came back off the field, came into my flats, and because I'm taking a laid back approach to things now, some people are getting fed up of not getting any reaction out of me. And you can hear them and you can feel them getting angry themselves because they're not getting a reaction. The bin store was covered in rubbish, and I purchased some food from Asda. So somebody's tried to stuff the bin store up, throwing rubbish on the floor, splitting bin bags open. And I've got food in my flat. The flat's a tiny bit messy, but it's not bad, and I'm looking after myself, which is sometimes hard to do when you're on your own, and sometimes you feel abandoned, especially when you've asked victim support for help and they still have not got a worker available. I'm still on the waiting list, and yet another crime has been committed against me. And every time these people say, well, we're going to give your name to victim support, and I still haven't got any help. Things happen in this world that are tragic. What happened to Gene Hackman and his wife was tragic, yeah? And it goes to show you that you can be part of a couple and still die on your own. So Gene Hackman was 95 years old when he died, and he had Alzheimer's. He died of heart failure, I expect, but he died a week after his wife. So his wife had been dead for a week, and he was walking around with Alzheimer's, apparently. Probably didn't even know that his wife was dead. And isn't it tragic that Gene Hackman had daughters and family, and all this went unnoticed? It's tragic and shocking in this day and age, and it happens, you see. You can be part of a couple and still die on your own in tragic circumstances. There's a lot, it does feel like the devil's taken over, because there is a lot of evil things going on in this world right now. The stabbing of teenagers, cars all over the world ploughing into crowds of people. Police have let this guy climb up the Elizabeth Tower of Big Ben, right? Evil's taken over since the Queen has died. Evil personified has taken over not just Great Britain, but the whole world. The police are not doing their job properly. Not that they have done in the past, but it's got worse. They don't even come out now. If you call them, they won't come out. Only if it's an emergency. Yet if trolls ring the police and lie to the police have to act on that and come out and waste resources. But if someone is truly in danger, or there's an old lady that's fallen on the floor that needs an ambulance, she'll be left waiting 8 hours plus on the floor. And yet trolls are calling an ambulance to a TikToker and it'll go out straight away. Whilst there's old ladies lying on the floor waiting hours for an ambulance. Do you not think that the devil's taken over? That evil's taken over this world? ridiculous what's going on. And worried about people's looks, what people look like. That's a devil thing, isn't it? Being self-centered, greedy, worrying what you look like and what someone else looks like. It's irrelevant. We all go to the same place. It doesn't matter how much you do your face up, how much you know, this is all. I'm not saying anything else, I'm just saying you can't take it with you. Perhaps people want to be beautiful corpses, but I don't know. I told you, years from now, a child won't know what an old person looks like because, well, it's like we're trying to trace, erase what elderly people look like it's a shame and a disgrace to get old, and it's not. We should be proud of ourselves, each and every one of us, whoever we are, whatever we look like. There are famous actors that have been classed as ugly, and they've actually made millions of money from it. That actor that was in the James Bond movie with the Jaws teeth, the metal teeth, he made money from being, in quotes, what people called ugly. People marry ugly people. What is the big deal about looking different? Oh, and my mum's ringing the phone again whilst I'm doing this video. She's ringing the phone. Ringing the phone. It's too quiet. There's no action. The devil spreads mischief. Mischief making. I was watching a short animated film about how Lucifer, Satan, became a fallen angel. He was an angel with the brightest light, the brightest star, and he went against God, and God cast him out. I was listening to this animated, beautiful picture about Lucifer's fall from grace, Satan. Good overcomes evil every time. And this country and the world might be going through hard times right now, but the evil will never win. It does say in the Bible that we're, you know, you're going to go through a certain amount of period of time where the devil takes over, but then good will overcome evil. I've never seen the world in such a state. In my time on this earth, I haven't. It's just like an everyday occurrence. You hear on the telly or the radio if someone's been stabbed, a car's ploughed into spectators at somewhere. I don't know what to say anymore. I get up, I just keep away from the bad things in life, and you know, it might be boring, but then I'd rather live like I'm living than be in danger. Last night I watched that piece on Lucifer, the fallen angel. The guy upstairs came in late last night. I think it was just after 9 o'clock in the evening, and there was a racket. There was a racket for about an hour on and off, and I just sat there, watched what I was watching, and then I don't go to bed. I used to go to bed a bit early, about 10:30. I don't do that now. I wait till the racket's finished. Whatever racket it is, banging doors, running up and down, clattering and pottering about. You shouldn't hear these things, but you do, because the soundproof is terrible. It's like a cheap, tacky hotel. You can hear feet, speech. So I just wait till it's died down. I mean, sometimes I even sit in the bathroom. So they're banging and clattering, and it go on for as much as it likes, because I can't bloody hear it. And I certainly don't go and stand near windows when they're making a noise. Because it's usually done for a reason. So I just sit down and I chill. And I even sometimes start laughing, because it's desperation. These people are desperate for a reaction. They've been using me so long for whatever it is, laughing or whatever, that they're desperate for a reaction. And I'm just thinking, no, go find someone else to play with. I'm not interested. I hope everybody has a really, really great Sunday. I live in a really nice area. I don't need to go on a train or whatever just to go and sit somewhere, when I can sit in my home and just have a nice cup of coffee and watch the glorious sunshine. So I'm lucky, and I class myself as lucky. There's nothing to complain about. Have a good day, everybody.